It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used.
What is up and welcome back, it's Scovos, and with the full release of Spellbreak, there are plenty of us out there trying to optimize our favorite builds and playstyles. This video will be on the Frostborn support build, so if you're a fan of the heavy-hitting Ice Gauntlet and assisting your teammates, this is going to be the build for you. So just a quick reminder, not all of the talents will be unlocked right away. You may need to play different classes and level them up to either 3 or 6 to unlock the talents of your choice. To see the requirements for the level and which class you need for each specific talent, just go ahead and look at your list of talents. You'll see the icon of a class and the number of the level required next to it. So jumping right into this build, the first step will be clicking ready and looking at the different classes. For the Frostborn support build, we will need to select the Frostborn class. Now before you lock that in and jump into a match, look on the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll see the talents that you currently have equipped, and on Xbox it will be X to edit those. So our next step will be selecting the perfect talents for a support build. The 3 categories we have to choose from are going to be Mind, Body, and Spirit. For the Mind category, the talent we'll be taking is the Tracking talent. Now this talent will highlight enemies for ourselves and our squad after hitting anybody with a spell. At level 0 this will be for 3 seconds, level 1 3.5, level 2 4 seconds, and level 3 will be 6 seconds. This also includes invisible players, and if they get tagged and then go invisible they will remain outlined. To unlock this talent for use, you will need to get the Frostborn class to rank 3. So our second category for the body talent will be Finders Keepers. This will increase our chance to find scrolls when opening chests. It starts off at level 0 with a 50% increased chance. At level 1 will be 75%, level 2 will be 100%, and level 3 will be a 150% increased chance. To unlock and use this talent, we will need to get Stone Shaper to rank 3. So for Spirit, our last category, we will be selecting the talent Thirsty. This talent allows us to consume potions and shards significantly faster. At level 0 will be 50% increased speed, level 1 60%, level 2 75%, and level 3 will increase the consume speed by 100%. Any of the potions and shards you consume will also affect nearby teammates for 50% of their potency, and this area of effect is going to be 15 meters. To unlock and use this talent, you will need to get Toxicologist to rank 3. So overall, our talents will allow us to highlight enemies, find more scrolls for ourselves and our team to level up our talents even faster, and consume potions and shards quicker while also sharing some of the effect. So moving into the gameplay portion of this Frostborn support build, we have 2 very important perks that come from the class itself. The first at level 1 being Frozen to Clarity, and the second at level 2 being Icicle. Now just a reminder, you gain levels by entering the next ring within each game, so you can get these fairly early on in each match. The first one, Frozen to Clarity, leaves an ice trail after shooting Ice Lance. This will allow anyone on the ice trail to move 150% faster, so you can travel across the map very quickly, getting to those mana vaults and looting different areas with ease, or escaping or engaging battles. The second one being Icicle, which will allow you to hover in midair for up to 5 seconds while aiming your Ice Lance. Along with that perk, it also highlights targets while you're aiming at them, so this pairs really well with the Tracking talent. So 2 runes that pair very well with these abilities and this build overall are going to be Flight and Featherfall. Personally, I prefer Flight because it's much less predictable and you don't fall as slowly as Featherfall. But you can activate either of these runes, fly up in the air, draw back your Ice Lance, and scout and highlight any enemies within the area. So one of the coolest things about this game is the ability to combine elements for different effects, and since we have a free hand, we can equip a second gauntlet. My gauntlet of choice for this Frostborn support build is by far going to be the lightning one. So some of the reasons I think the lightning gauntlet is the perfect offhand for this build is because it makes up where the Frostborn gauntlet lacks. The ice gauntlet is a slow shooting, mana draining, heavy hitting attack, with the lightning gauntlet being less mana consuming and fast attacking, so you can use these in combination to bring opponents down with ease. Since you also tag enemies with the lightning very quickly and easily, you can highlight them for your team as well. Some great combos you can use with this setup is going to be flying in the air, drawing back your Ice Lance, attacking your enemy. Whether you hit them or not, if they're standing near or on top of the ice trail that your shot leaves, you can zap that ice trail with your Lightning Gauntlet, shocking your opponent and rendering most of their abilities useless. You can also get up close and personal using Flash Freeze. If they're caught inside of this, then they will be frozen entirely. You can then call the Lightning Strike down, having the same effect rendering most of their abilities useless, and then lining up a second Ice Lance shot. If you manage to land all of these hits in that combo, you will most likely kill just about any opponent. If not, then they will be highlighted and your team can also focus their fire on them. Since they will be relatively weak, it should be a fairly easy and quick kill. Two other gauntlets that pair very well with this Frostborn support build are the Stone Gauntlet and Toxic Gauntlets. The Stone Gauntlet deals a ton of damage up close and personal. You can also freeze enemies and then line up those attacks with ease. The boulder from the Stone Gauntlet can also be frozen, slowing any enemies in the impact area. The Toxic Gauntlet can turn your ice trails into poison puddles, dealing damage over time and slowing your opponents. The Toxic Cloud can also be frozen, rendering enemies useless. So of course there's going to be plenty of very useful combos and powerful attacks, but go ahead and give this a shot and don't be afraid to experiment a little bit. The game is still relatively new and I'm sure tweaks will be coming in the future. If you have any talent preferences or gauntlet preferences for a support like build, let me know in the comment section down below. So that's going to wrap up today's video, but wait, before you click away, clicking that subscribe button really does help me out and support my channel quite a bit. If you like this video in particular, click the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you're also more than welcome to click the thumbs down. But whether you did click or didn't click anything I mentioned, I still hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, night, or whatever it is wherever you are. But thank you for stopping by and I hope to see you in one of my next videos.